Greetings and salutations everyone, it's time for a little bit more Limbus Company filler, this time the Lust team. This team continues to be the most annoying thing because any characters you want to use here, you tend not to want to level up. The fact is that there's a lot of SP, you need to gain SP very quickly in this fight, and the best way to do that is to kill ads. You don't get SP for ads that are greatly below your level. Heck, even a single level means you immediately disqualify yourself, but I've had to level these up for the Walpurgis Night event, which is unfortunate. I suppose I could use level ups to push them even further, but I still want to use them in main story, so we're sticking with 45 for now. Once we get everything X'd in the main story, I'll probably push them to level 47 because experienced excavations, but who knows. Anyway, we have one very important key to this fight. Middle little brother will raise up SP if we get to 5 envying. Unfortunately, most of that will probably go to Sinclair, but the thing is we don't keep Sinclair around so he can corrode and kill everyone. We keep him around because he has immediate good clashing provided he doesn't get a deck of skill 3 on the first turn. So then, we have 4 lust skills, so let's use them. Okay, the two important attacks to shut down are the slash and the other slash. Everything else should go into throwing these umbrellas off balance. We're probably going to see at least some kills, but usually this doesn't quite go so well. I tried using a Leo association combo for a while there. But the fact is that the Liu just weren't getting any of the good stuff. Like I was using the Liu Association Rodian and Liu Association Ryoshu. Theoretically it would be cool. But then Red Eye's Ryoshu came out. And she's just so much better. This is the turn that can hurt. Sometimes we won't get so lucky and a few of more umbrellas than what we'd like will show up. That's what Heathcliff is for. He currently has Holiday equipped, which gives him decent resistances versus this guy's attacks. Slash Gluttony versus his natural resistance to Gluttony and Slash. It negates a lot of it. He's still going to take damage from Rupture though. It's also nice if you can line up a skill 2 on the fox's body. It rarely goes off. It's kind of a neutral chance of actually working, but if you can, it takes a lot of bite out of the clashes we have to deal with this turn. Wow, you had to target forced with all that. Okay then, let's see.
정화.
Unfortunately, Heathcliff's rolls just aren't very good at this level, but if we give them experience, then they stop getting SP from the umbrellas, and that's actually way more important. I basically did it. Yeah. Okay, so we could serious skullbuster. Well, no, we actually can't serious skullbuster, can we? Some people prefer to focus on clashing with the fox and not letting the umbrellas work. I don't, because I find that the fox's skills... What I find is that the fox's skills are so unreliable to clash against at the best of times. Letting these umbrellas get off these +2 rupture count and +2 sinking count just makes the bad luck swing even worse. I would rather just try and soak up any attacks that could be devastating and channel the rest into killing the ads, so we've got a lot more SP for everyone. Okay, so just looking about, all the nails are on the body. Unfortunately, we don't have an extra use of gripping left, and we don't have purify, so we're just going to have to deal with what comes next turn.
순식간에 끝내죠. 알겠어.
Old umbrellas. Between the two, so basically priority goes Sinclair, unless this has a risk of corroding him, in which case don't. And then you have Heathcliff to it. You want to try and preserve Don Quixote's SP for reasons you might remember from the previous video, but just in case. Heathcliff loses 10 SP. Unfortunately, that also killed the umbrella, so we don't get the SP for taking that one down. The turn after waiting, it will use Cries Seeking Something. This is what this group is designed to counter. So, Lifetime Stew. If we get 5 Lust skills, we can use this. It has just the right coin level to never let it win a clash. Snag Harpoon will not work. Forest for Flames will not work. AEDD will, so there's a backup for you. And technically, I think Fourth Match Flame actually does work on it, but because I adjusted my team, we just don't have the Wrath generation to use that. Capote also, I think it might not be strong enough. Harder Blossom Star, therefore, well actually that would just, I can't really tell because we just don't have the Wrath generation to make those work. Our Wrath comes from Sinclair and it comes from Don Quixote. Well, actually we do have a lot of Wrath generation, but it's still kind of RNG whether it happens or not. Yeah, the -12 means that there is a chance that if the Fox flips heads on the final turn and we also flip heads, it can get the attack off. Shutting this skill down is the most important part, which is why we have such a lust-based team. Funny how that thing works out, right? So the body is where we put all the nails.
대가리 딱 떼고.
Incidentally, using this will also screw up any attempt to build up for any other ego, because it'll randomly choose 2 of our other ego resources to turn into 1 lust resource. So you just can't build anything up. Hang on, where's all this tremor? On the body.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Now the thing is, you might think, well, isn't there a really good lust ego that we could use? Contempt Awe? I did think that for a while. It's why I tried to change out my team for a focus on Liu. It doesn't work. Because 3 Wrath isn't that bad when you've got Liu Association. 4 Lust isn't that bad when you're in a Lust Excavation. 3 Envy is surprisingly easy to get at when you've got both Encore Forced and Encore Heathcliff. 4 Pride is when it gets obnoxious. Because basically you have to get all 3 of the skill 1 for Rodian. And keep in mind, skill 1 are not good for clashing against that boss. So basically you've got one character being dead the whole time. But then you also have to either get the execution skill from Forced or sacrifice one of Sinclair's turns with a guard. And you kind of don't want to do that because Sinclair, it might mean that you're throwing away one of Sinclair's good clashing skills, and you need those because the Fox is obnoxious to clash against. And then you've got to have 20 SP safely stored up, so it can't be on a turn that uses sinking because chances are that'll just end up screwing Ryoshu over. You see the problem? There's so many caveats, it's such an expensive skill, it's just easier to not even try for it. It also doesn't have the high skill floor that we need in order to deal safely with cries seeking something. I don't know, maybe the next Lust Excavation will be better. But yeah, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.